life.
In April of 2012, the federal government announced it was divesting itself of 2.3 million acres of PFRA community pastures, reverting control of them back to the Prairie provinces. In response, the province of Saskatchewan announced that it would be selling or leasing this land to Saskatchewan's existing pasture patrons, at a cost that for many will exceed their ability to run a financially viable operation.
These lands have been stewarded by professional range managers who are highly trained and supported by a whole group of range ecologists, biologists, water conservation specialists, and all kinds of other scientists and specialists. We can't expect the patrons to just dig deeper in their pockets for that. It's unreasonable.
These pastures are extremely large. If there is not a path found by which quota can continue to get allocated to small producers and the professional management that we've been privileged to for the last 75 years can be sustained, then small producers' opportunity to be in the cattle business will be dramatically hampered.
More than just land for cattle, the pastures preserve the culture and history of First Nations people, the first stewards of the land, and offer benefits to hunters and other outdoor recreation enthusiasts, while providing habitat for the 32 species at risk that can be found there.
We have the most species at risk than any other region in Canada right here in Saskatchewan, and that's because we've lost the natural landscape.
I would say the key issues for First Nations is the loss of land. We've always had a close tie to the land, to our territory, and that's one of the foundations that our culture is built on, that our people is built on.
So how can the stakeholders ensure that all of their concerns and issues are addressed? The answers may lie in finding new ways to work together.
If everyone is committed to positive outcomes, if everyone is committed to helping one another and understanding one another, then that's the way to go.
The common threads are that these are community pastures. The name is the common thread. They are community assets that have the potential to provide value to the wider community as a result of all of the things that people want to do.
Together, the stakeholders of the community pastures are strong, but without cooperation, the results could be devastating for the fragile ecosystem and for a way of life that's existed for generations.
There's a lot of risks in this situation. Everything's up in the air now. We don't know how it's going to end up. There's the big risk, scariest thing of all. This land could end up in the ownership of some of the huge multinational players in the beef industry. That's one possibility. Here's another one. Oil and gas decides they're going to buy and own all of this property. That's not impossible. That could happen.
The other factor is that to keep foreign investment from also chasing the prices too high, and also to be able to have producers in control of their own destiny.
Using proven management governance, a workable business case, and solutions that are inclusive and collaborative, the opportunity exists for the community pastures to be preserved for all stakeholders, now and for future generations.
I think it's possible for us to be able to get together and have a joint arrangement involving most of the interested parties to have a better tomorrow for the land, producers, and for Indian people.
Working collectively with patrons, First Nations, environmental stewards, and government ensures the benefits derived from the community pastures are retained for all involved. Community pastures are the key to the future of cattle and agriculture, the future of species at risk in a sustainable environment, the future of First Nations treaty land entitlements, and the future of Saskatchewan. If all stakeholders work together, they can make it work. This collaborative group is requesting your support in convincing both levels of government to be more considerate and inclusive in this crucial policy decision.